It's time to talk about the Proteas Women. What a successful tour to the West Indies for them. A drawn T20 series, but a massive improvement in the ODI series where they completely dominated. Now, I think the T20 series could have gone other way. The rain affected it as well, especially in the first T20. Then South Africa had a dominant performance in the second one, and in the last one, they didn't look that good. They actually got dominated by West Indies in the last T20. But in the ODI series, it was a different story. South Africa basically clean swept the whole ODI series. The first four they won, and then the last one it went down to the super over. So a very impressive tour for South Africa. It's going to give them good confidence going into the World Cup and preparing for the World Cup. That's going to be the main thing, and it's tough conditions in the West Indies. It's not the easiest place to play. We saw how our men really struggled in the West Indies, but got their victories. It went back and forth. It was a seesaw affair, and South Africa came out on top. And ultimately, they got a lot of experience out of that particular series. So I think the women, they're exactly the same situation. South Africa's women team is a very talented side, a very balanced side. They have a lot of players in the team that you can really look at and you can see as world class. I feel that there are maybe one or two that are not getting recognition like they deserve, and I think we should talk about it on today's show. Let's get into the talk about the series. Congratulations to the Proteas women for your amazing tour to the West Indies. You really did all of us proud. Before we get started, the latest issue of Cricket Fanatics magazine has been published. So go ahead and subscribe that. Click the eye on the top right on the screen and subscribe to the magazine 100% free, all back issues too. It's all about shaping T20 cricketers. So it's a perfect way to get you into the mood before we release our World Cup edition of the magazine. So go ahead, download that now. Michal Pretorius is on the front cover. There's an exclusive interview within the magazine on Michal Pretorius. So you guys have always asked for him. So go ahead and check out what we have to offer on that. Subscribe if you're new, click the notification bell for all future videos, share this with all your friends and family, and let's get straight into today's content. Hey guys, welcome to Cricket Fanatics magazine. This is your daily show. I'm your host Khalid Mohideen. This is the show where we talk about all the major talking points in South African cricket and what a way to start the week. The Proteas women completing an amazing tour to the West Indies, completely dominated the West Indies in the ODI leg of the tour. It's unfortunate that the T20 series didn't go to plan. I mean, I would have liked them to see them play all three games. Let's talk about it though. I think let's start with the ODI series, the victories. Aditya, it's quite convincing from South Africa right through. The Proteas women played 5 ODIs against the West Indies in the West Indies. Now, the first one they won by 8 wickets, the second one by 9 wickets, the third one by 8 wickets, the fourth one by 35 runs, and the last one was tied. So that one was played yesterday, so it'd be fresh off the tour and fresh off the game. So it was an excellent tour from South Africa's point of view. Some excellent performances as well, consistent performances throughout the tour, particularly from the likes of the experienced people that we look up to, the ones that we look at and we say, they should take us through the tournament. They should be the ones that step up. And that's what really happened. The senior players really stepped up. In the batter department, we had Lizaldi and Laura Wolfhard, top 2 on the list. They played 4 matches. Lizaldi actually scored 350s in this particular series. She averaged 124 on this tour. Excellent from her, with a 91 not out as the highest score. Laura Wolfhard doing her things as well. 161 runs scored, 2 half centuries, an average of 53, and a high score of 71 not out. So excellent from her as well. The West Indies put up a good fight as well. We do have Williams over here that did well, and she scored 157 runs, and Dotton also 139 runs. So they tried to put up a good fight, but ultimately South Africa's, particularly 2 senior players like Lizaldi, star players like Laura Wolfhard, really put in a great performance. Munya du Preez also played all 5 matches and scored a high score of 65. Only one half century though by her, unfortunately. I would have liked to see her score a lot more in this particular series. And she scored 111 runs at an average of 111. So excellent all round. I think Tamsin Brits is someone that I really want to see play a lot more in South African setup. She only had two opportunities in the ODI series. Unfortunately, going out 2 runs short of her 50. Uh, I mean, she's a very talented batter. I think one of the most talented players in the team right now that is coming through the system. So I'd really like to see her really get more opportunities. Dana Fanikek wasn't really impressive with the bat, but with the ball, she topped the charts. 5 matches she played in all 5 matches. The captain of the side, of course, she took 8 wickets with a best of 3 for 23. Ayabonga Kaka was excellent again, but she only got 3 matches. I would like to hear more about why she only got 3 matches in this particular series. I think she's very talented. I'm a big fan of hers. I think been she's been very consistent throughout her Proteas career, and she's just gone under the radar and performed well. I mean, the ICC recognizes her on the rankings. She's been in and about there for a long time, being ranked pretty highly in the rankings. But she took 6 wickets in a 3 matches, 2 for 13. She's a very economical bowler. That's what I love about her. As you can see in the 3 matches, 2.10 economy rate. Marazan Cup, as you know, she played 3 matches in the ODI series. I did have concerns, for example, in the T20s, the way we set up. But we'll talk about the T20s a little later. Sunay Lewis was also on this list. She played 3 matches. She took 5 wickets. Also, very good return from her. A little bit expensive, but Sunay always is in the wickets, and I think that's where she comes into the game. Is that she has a knack for taking wickets, especially in the middle overs. Nadine de Klerk, she only played 2 matches. I'm also a massive fan of hers, and as an all-rounder, I think she's crucial in the team. So I would have liked to also see her get more opportunities. But first and foremost, Aticha, we're preparing for a World Cup. You know how big it is. We need to find the right balance. I think that South Africa, the momentum Proteas, look a lot more settled than the men's team. That is my opinion currently. The balance between senior players and youngsters is spot on, in my opinion. And we've got a lot of players knocking on the door. What is your thoughts on this particular series and how much confidence it will do for South Africa going forward to prepare for the World Cup?
They've been brilliant, and there's been this uphill. There's been this progress that they've made since Pakistan toured South Africa, and after that, South Africa's performances in India on spinning wickets. So a lot of the work that they've put in is showing, and their progress is remarkable. For them to dominate in the West Indies the way they have, will do them heaps of good. And with the World Cup scheduled for March 2022, this is the perfect time for them to be sort of ensuring that they are settled as they can be. And in New Zealand against a bunch of other top teams, South Africa have the personnel, the resources to go all the way. So I think right now, and what really impressed me most is that it was a collective effort. There's been a performance of note from virtually everybody in the team. Whether that's a young star or an experienced campaigner, everyone has performed in one game or the other, and that to me is what I find really inspiring about this team. So yeah, they've been brilliant, and they deserve all the recognition coming their way.
Yes, 100%. And momentum is important, yes, but also good opportunities being to be given to players and younger players. The T20 setup, I mean, T20s can go either way. We know that. I was initially quite shocked with the way that they utilize Laura Wolfart. It's almost like a safety net in T20 cricket to batter that low. So we saw the more experienced people or players like Dane van Niekerk and Marazan Kap batting higher up the order, and Laura coming in a lot later. It is interesting to see what South Africa does in the future, particularly in the T20s. I think they're still trying to find their balance in the T20s. Although a lot of their stars have played in leagues around the world. So that's the difference, I think, between them and the men's team. Currently in the men's setup, there are a lot of players that are now with Aiden Markram's addition to the IPL. Okay, we can say that, okay, a lot more people. That one extra guy in the side going to the IPL makes a massive difference. In the women's side, there are a hell of a lot players that have really stood out and that have gone all over the world and become world superstars. I mean, ultimately, we can say what a tour for the Proteas women. I think that this will do them a world of confidence. Also, having their captain back, Dane Finike, back into the setup and performing well, particularly with the ball, I think that will give them a massive, massive confidence. I hope that she can get some form with the bat, because that will obviously make a huge difference if she can give them an amazing platform with Lazal Lee. You see, Lazal and Laura have built this amazing partnership that will be a force to be reckoned with, especially when it comes to the ODIs. Now, I'm hoping that they can get that opportunity as well in the T20 format. I would really like to see her actually open the batting in T20s, because I think that she has the ability to be able to do so. But what's your thoughts on that, Aditya, and seeing how they utilized Laura Wolfart particularly, and what can we learn from that? Because I mean, Laura is that same bracket or same type of player, like I feel like Aiden, that can take a game away from you in an instant when they're on form. And South Africa, the men's side seems to use Aiden in that number 3 kind of position in T20s. What is your thoughts on Laura and her batting position, mainly in the T20 format?
Justin Langer once said that if you bat in the top 3, you can bat anywhere in the order. But there's also another expression that your best batters need to be facing as many balls as possible. So Laura, to me, needs to be facing as many balls as possible, because, as you said, she can take the game away from you, and we have to give her the opportunity to do so. But where Laura's ability would be really useful is on difficult wickets where it gets tough to score, because she's got that extraordinary ability to be able to adapt to conditions, and that's what South Africa need to make complete use of. And I think over time she should probably learn to take the game deep, because ultimately we said this about the men in the West Indies as well, right? That come the 15th over, the 16th over, there are new batsmen coming in. So similarly, it would be useful for the set batter to be able to take the game to the end. And I feel like Laura has the ability to be able to bat, at least 18 to 20 overs. So she should be given the opportunity to do so. I think Laura would, in my view, be a better asset if she batted up the order.
Another player I'm being really impressed with, and I would like to see get more opportunities, is someone like Sinalo Jafta. Now, we saw Teresa Chetty as the main wicketkeeper throughout the tour, and Sinalo Jafta got an opportunity actually in the 4th ODI, and Sinalo scored 28 not out to take South Africa to that 185 for 6 mark. So she actually put on a very good partnership over there with Munya Dupree to really take South Africa into a winning total in the end of the day, because obviously it was a good performance from the bowlers to actually defend that total, and that will give them a lot of confidence. I mean, Shabnam Ismail is a fantastic bowler, and she's world class, and I feel that she needs to be kind of wrapped in cotton wool in a way and protected, because she needs to be 100% fresh and ready, and for us to be able to unleash her in the World Cup. So excellent from her. She did well in that particular match in her 8 overs. But Dane Finike was excellent. And I mean, if we can use her bowling, her bowling is going to be so crucial. And that particular match had proved it. So yeah, to all of you guys out there, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Congratulations to the Proteas women for winning their ODI series in the West Indies, and all best for the future. Thanks a lot to everybody for watching the show, and I'll see you guys very, very soon in tomorrow's daily show. Take care, everybody.